Steve, hi there. Can you give us, first of all, a squad update? Billy Gilmour, has he made it?
No, Billy didn't make it. He's still suffering from his injury, so everyone else is fit and ready to go.
Do you sense the real desire within the squad to take this second opportunity that you've been granted?
I think it's the first opportunity, if I read the group right. We've got 10 points, Denmark have got 11, so I think it's a first opportunity.
In terms of what happened with Denmark and Belarus on Saturday, I guess I'm getting that.
Yeah, listen, we wanted to make we always thought when the draw was made that if we could get it down to the final game here at Hampden, that would be an achievement, because we would then have had to finish above our seeding. We've done that. We were drawn as a pot 3 team. We're already in second place. We want to go one step further and finish at the top of the group.
What are you expecting from Denmark? Because they could come here, their heads could be down. They could have seen that as a missed opportunity for them on Saturday. What are you expecting?
I'm expecting their heads won't be down, because they also still have the opportunity to go through as the group winners. So they'll come here determined to make amends for their slip up the other night, and we're determined to make sure that it's another difficult night for the Danes and a great night for us.
Just a final one from me. In terms of the crowd, how important could they be, and what's your message to them in terms of, from the get-go, really getting behind the team and almost being a kind of inspiration for them?
Yeah, the crowd are always important here. I spoke about it, I touched on it briefly after the game in Greece. We need the crowd. We need the crowd with us. We need them. You probably need the crowd more in the difficult moments than you do in the easy moments when you're on top of the game. So I think if we all work together, we can make it a great night for the country.
I just wonder how you're feeling, Steve. We've got history in front of us, a real big occasion. How are you feeling?
Okay, pretty calm considering the magnitude of the game and the occasion. I trust my players. I always trust my players. We've recovered well for the trip to Greece. Lads seem to be in pretty good spirits because they know what's in front of them. And like I said before, this was always the scenario that we had in our head, that this could be the chance, a home game against Denmark to qualify for a World Cup. So everyone's in a good place.
There's a chance for these group of players to become legends for Scotland. Do you sense that they're ready to grab hold of that? And what would it mean for you, for these players to go down in history? Because obviously you've mentioned before how much admiration you have for them.
I think if you look at what we've achieved over the last 6.5 years, a lot of these players are already, I'll use your words, legends, but they're already very, very high in the ranking of what we've done as a country. When I took the job 6.5 years ago, a lot of people were saying, don't touch it, it's a poison chalice, you can't do this. I looked at the group of players and I said, I see some quality there, I see a group of players. I look forward to working with this group of players because I think we can achieve good things. We've managed to do that. Now we've got another very, very good thing that we can achieve together.
Steve, is this a night where the boys that start to go for it? You obviously need to win the game, but are you thinking about getting the balance right, or is it a night where they just go right from the start?
No, you have to get the balance right in every game. Every game lasts 90 minutes. In fact, in these days it probably lasts a lot longer than 90 minutes. You're probably going up over 100 minutes. Now you have to get the balance right between attacking when you can attack and defending well when you can defend. And we can probably reference back to the previous game against the last game against Greece, and that we got quite a lot right going forward and quite a lot wrong going the other way. So we have to get the balance right for sure.
You said that you always ask your players to play with the anticipation of success and not the fear of failure. Have you got a sense since Saturday that the players are anticipating success?
Yeah, that's the mantra that we've lived by. I think that little quote came out before the game in Serbia, when there was no fans there. That was the one that we put down as our mantra. Don't worry too much about the negative side. And I touched on that as well. The supporters should come here anticipating a big success. And if they do that and we do that, and hopefully we can make it a good night.
Do you ever draw on those experiences of the previous qualifications for major tournaments? Is that something that you speak to the players about those nights? And then also, kind of in addition to that, how special it would be to replicate that success, but doing it in front of a home crowd and them actually being able to experience it and enjoy it?
Yeah, I think the players have shown now that they know how to qualify for tournaments. So let's qualify for another one.
They've been involved in so many big games over the years, both at international level and at club level. How much can that experience help guide the players through the game tomorrow night?
I feel as though I'm going over a lot of old ground here. Way back at the start, I said we didn't have enough caps, we didn't have enough experience in the squad. Now we've got enough caps, now we've got enough experience. And hopefully that's, as well as allied to the talent of the group, that experience can be vital.
Does it almost feel as if your time at Scotland has been building up to this moment?
Not really, no. I thought it was building up to the qualification for the last World Cup, and it fell flat against Ukraine. So when you get to my age, you just go from game to game, week to week. You get bored when I say that, but it's really, really true, honestly.
Is the hurt from that Ukraine game, is that something that you would really like to put right tomorrow? Is that something that you still
I'd like
think
to go to a
about?
World Cup with my country. That's what I've said. I've always said. Again, going over old ground. I talked about it as a player. I almost got there, but didn't. As a coach, last time we almost got there, but we didn't. So we've got another chance.
Steve, some people are saying that it's written in the stars, the way this campaign is going, it's written in the stars that Scotland are going to make it tomorrow night. Is that a kind of dangerous mindset when there's still work to do?
There's definitely work to do. We play the pot one team. They'll be hurting because they've missed an opportunity to be top of the group already. So always another game. People can speculate and think that there's other bodies that are looking after us. We have to look after ourselves.
And what's your thought on changing the team, or if there's a need to change the team? When you came back from Greece the last time, you kind of felt that you maybe regretted not making more changes. Is it different circumstances now?
We changed our post-match debrief, or the way we prepared for this game is slightly different to how we prepared for the last game. And the lads seem to be in a much better place this time than they were when they came back. Obviously, we got the long flight out the way early last week, which is a big thing. So it wasn't back-to-back long flights. It was just one long flight back. Good recovery session in the hotel yesterday. Really good training session this morning where everybody was focused and clued in, as you would expect. And we're ready to go.
Steve, how much have you analysed the Denmark game against Belarus? What did you see that Belarus did that caused Denmark problems that perhaps Scotland could look to replicate?
I thought Belarus played as well as they did here at Hampden. Played really well. We're good on the night. Their set-up was good. Their defensive shape was good. Coped reasonably well with the Danes, who obviously created some big chances. Their goalkeeper made a couple of saves, and they showed us some things or some moments that hopefully we can exploit as well.
Steve, since we've got back yesterday, so over the last 24 hours, I've spoken to at least 2 grown men who have said they're sick with nerves already and you know, looking forward to Tuesday night. How do you insulate your players from that? Because the country feels this now.
Yeah, but the players have got a job to do. If they're not nervous or excited by the challenge ahead, they wouldn't be at this level. So they understand the magnitude of the game and what it means. But they just have to prepare for a game of football and make sure that they're focused on how we want to play. They're focused on what Denmark might do. That's our job as a coaching staff, is to give them the ideas. And then when they cross the white line, they have to go out and play. And if they go out and play as they can play, then I believe that they're good enough to get the result that we need.
Last questions, please.
That's the thing that you've mentioned, Steve, is that you trust your players implicitly. They trust you. The bond between you is really strong. I wonder if over the last 2 or 3 performances they might have tested that trust a little bit to get to the point. Are you still as confident as you would always be, have always been in them going into this game, given they haven't hit the levels that you probably expected from them?
No, they haven't. They haven't. But we're there. We have the points required to make sure that this was the cup final that we all wanted. In football, sometimes things don't go your way. I mentioned after the the October camp when everybody was disappointed that we hadn't played as well as we wanted to play, that the most important things in a qualifying campaign is points. So we have those points. The game in Greece the other night, if you're comparing that to the performance at Hampden against Greece, was probably a better performance and a lesser result. So the players understand. They know how well they have to play. They know they're going to have to play as well as they can play against a good Denmark side to get the result we want. They understand what to do.
Steve, is it a good thing that you have to win the game? You know that a point's not enough, that you have to actually win. Can that be a positive thing?
It's one of the questions you can never really answer, for sure.
Yeah.
No, well, listen, we have to win the game, so we know we have to win the game. There'll come a time in the game where maybe you have to go a little bit, I think, yourself mentioned the word gung-ho, but you have to be a little bit more adventurous to chase the game if you need to win it. Then you have to be careful you don't lose it. If you're going for a draw, you probably get towards the end of your game and you're thinking, well, we need to shut up shop a little bit, which is also dangerous. So, no, we know what we have to do and hopefully we can do it.
Alan.
Steve, the last time Scotland had the chance to qualify for a World Cup at Hampden, I think you were a late call-up to the squad for the game against Norway. What do you remember of the sort of excitement and the pressure of that night? I know you didn't make it onto the pitch, but has that helped you in terms of conversations with the players now?
When Darryl sent me a couple of briefings and he mentioned that game, and I'm sitting in my bed this morning, pretty tired, early, I think about 5:30, thinking, I'm sure I was in that squad. But I wasn't there on the bench, but I'd been called up to join the camp. What do I remember about the game? I remember a decent Scotland performance. I remember winning 1-0 late in the game. My teammate for Chelsea at the time, Big Erling Johnson, smashed one for about 45 yards that somehow found the back of the net, and we just sat on the bench pretty nervous for the rest of the game, hoping that we'd finish 1-1 because we needed a point. That's basically about it.
Last question, thanks.
Mikkel from Danish TV, Viaplay Denmark. We saw that Denmark, the Danish team, has some weaknesses against Belarus. When you look at this Danish team, where do you see that you have the best possibilities to punish Denmark?
No, I think it's probably better that I don't tell you what we're going to do. That's the first thing I would say. And the Scottish media that are here will tell you that I never tell anybody anything about my team or my tactics or what we're going to do. So I understand your question. Listen, I think Denmark are a good side. They habitual qualifiers for major tournaments. They know what to do in a game like this, in a situation like this, and we have to make sure that we know what to do and make sure we do it a little bit better than what I believe, despite a disappointing result in the last one for the Danish team, is a very good Danish side.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.